Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up? All right. So, starting in the West, I have Lakers beating the Trailblazers, Houston beating OKC, Utah beating Denver, the Clippers beating the Mavs, and then Clippers over Utah, Lakers over Houston, Clippers over Lakers, and then in the East I have Bucks over Orlando, Miami over Pacers, Celtics over 76ers, Raptors over Nets, and then Celtics over Raptors, Bucks over Heat, and Boston versus Clippers is the championship, the finals, and Clippers winning it all.
All right, that's pretty good. Cal, you have yours ready?
Yeah. All right. I got the Blazers over the Lakers, and then I got the Rockets over the Thunder, and then I got Denver beating Utah, and then the Clips beating the Mavs, and then I got the Lakers or the Blazers beating the Rockets, and then the Nuggets beating the Clippers, and then I got the Blazers beating the Nuggets, and then in the East I got the Bucks and the Heat, and then I got Celtics Raptors, and then the Bucks are gonna beat the Heat. Yeah, Bucks, and then I got the Celtics over the Raptors, and then Celtics in the finals,
Who's your champion?
and the Celtics win it all.
All right, that's pretty good. I'm gonna start off in the East. I'm gonna give the games to. I have the Bucks over the Magic in six, or no, in five, and then I'm gonna have the Heat over the Pacers in five, Celtics over the Sixers in six. I have the Raptors over the Nets in five, and then we're gonna start over with the West because I have the Lakers over, or no, I have the Blazers over the Lakers in six, Rockets over Thunder in seven, Nugget or Jazz over Nuggets in seven because I think that's the best matchup of the first round, and then
Yeah.
Clippers over the Mavericks in six, and then for the second round, I think I'm have the Heat over the Bucks in seven, or actually I'm gonna switch that to six, and then I'll have the Celtics over the Raptors in seven because I think that would be a great playoff series, and then Clippers over Jazz in six, Rockets or no, yeah, Rockets over Blazers, I think in six, and I have a lot of in six. Um, then for the finals, I will, or no, and then going to the final round, I have the Clippers, which will beat the Rockets in five, and then I believe the Celtics will beat the Heat in six games, and then I have the Clippers over the Celtics in six games. That's my bracket.
Nice.
All right, so I think
Nice.
we're gonna move. Yeah, we all had pretty good brackets, except for Cal's. I think, but Cal never knows what he's talking about. So,
Bro, shut
yeah,
up,
Yeah. Cows is a little sketchy.
bro.
nah,
You never know what's happening in the playoffs,
I
dude.
know, especially with this
For a
bubble.
second,
Yeah,
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 that's
for a
why I'm
second, I
like,
thought he was gonna have Magic over Bucks. Then we really
no,
would have been
no,
going
no, no.
crazy.
yeah. I think the Bucks could. I think the Bucks could take them six games if they get one. Okay, if they win game two, I think the Bucks are in serious trouble. But I don't think they will. So we'll move on
Mhm.
to the next segment of Fact or Cap. And this one, we're going to be discussing the Rockets. And we're going to be talking, are the Rockets legitimate title contenders? And we'll start with Andy.
Um, this is a hard one. I think I'm gonna have to go Cap.
All right. Do you have
I
explanation for
don't
that?
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe if they play the Trailblazers, I would have Trailblazers winning because that means they would have to beat the best team in the NBA and the Lakers. which Lakers aren't looking great, but that's still quite an accomplishment, and that means Dame Lillard's on fire, and that he's playing like the best player in the league. And I don't know that the Rockets can necessarily beat that. It'll just be a shootout between Harden and Dame Lillard, and I believe Damian Lillard can win that battle. But it's capped because then they still have to play the Clippers in either Nuggets or Utah. And they have to still beat the Lakers, and they have to still beat, any team that makes it from the East. It will be hard.
Yeah.
I guess they have a slight chance, but I think it's capped because it would surprise me a lot if they did.
Yeah.
If they even made the finals too.
Yeah. All right. How about you, Cal?
Oh yeah, I agree with Andy. It's cap. I just don't think they have enough talent to beat like the Blazers if they even beat the Thunder, which I think they will. But because I think the Blazers are going to beat the Lakers, but any two of those teams that they're going to have to play, it's going to be really tough. And even if they make it next round, I just don't think they have enough talent all around to
All right.
even win the finals. So
Yeah.
it's cap.
All right. I'm gonna go fact because I think if they can make it past the first round, they have a legitimate shot. I'm not saying they're the favorites, but I think they're contending, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I think if they can make it past the first round, they have a chance. Because it depends how the Lakers get out of the series with the Blazers. Because if the Blazers win, I don't think they will. Or I think it's a toss-up because it's going to be a three-point shooting contest between the whole team. Not just I know what you're saying about Harden, and Lillard, but I think what's called Russell Westbrook can play the legitimate defense that the Lakers can't on Damian Lillard. I'm not saying he's going to lock him up, but I think it's going to be somewhat of a contention. And then I think if the Blazers make it, though, it's a 50-50 toss-up, in my opinion. But if the Lakers sneak out in 7 games against the Portland Trail Blazers and are still shooting the way they're shooting, the Rockets are going to beat that team. But if the Lakers come out winning in 6 games or just come out firing in general, the Rockets don't have a shot. But I say fast because I think they can contend. And especially if they made it to the finals, I believe they would make it, or they would win. I think they could beat any Eastern team. That's
And they
fine.
definitely
I can
match
see
up.
that.
They definitely match up better with the Blazers though. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
they match up better, but the way the Lakers are playing, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Yeah.
It's really a whole bunch. There's a lot of factors into it.
yeah, I think they win first round, but either way, either team they play, it'd be hard for them to win.
Yeah, if they make it past the second round. I think I said if they make it past the first round. I mean, if they make it past the
Yeah.
second round. All right, we're gonna go to the next segment of On a Scale of. Probably my favorite segment because I think it's interesting to see everybody's different opinion on it. We're gonna go with what are the chances, or on a scale of 1 to 10, what are the chances that the Blazers beat the Lakers?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll
Starting with
I'll start with Andy. Sorry.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 4
Yeah.
because Lakers, they're not looking good right now, but they have 2 of the top 4, I'd say, players in the league. So, and they have that advantage over the Trailblazers. It all comes down to Anthony Davis. Will he bounce back from game 1? How aggressive is LeBron going to be? He needs to step it up aggressive-wise. And also, will Danny Green and Caldwell Pope start hitting threes? If they hit threes, I think it's game over.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. How about you?
All right. I'm going to give it a 6 because I feel like the Blazers are really hot right now, but if the Lakers start turning on, I think it could go either way. And I think the Lakers definitely have a shot at them. But a 6 because I think the Blazers are just too hot for the Lakers right now. And if the Lakers keep playing like they've been, I just don't think they'll pull out with the win.
Yeah, I totally see that. I see both of your guys' points. In this picture right now, Alex Caruso is getting a butt full of Damian Lillard, or he's getting a freaking mouthful of Damian Lillard's butt. But we're gonna move on to the next picture. But I give him right in between you guys' standpoints, I give them a 5 because of the factors that have to go into this. The Blazers are like on fire. Like Carmelo Anthony, Gary Trent Jr., Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, even Nurkic, they're all just lighting it up. But the thing is, they're playing at their best right now, and they only won by 7 points. I'm not saying that's a little bit, but I'm just saying they're playing at their absolute best. So I
Mhm.
think if the Lakers step it up and LeBron needs to be aggressive in the fourth quarter, Anthony Davis needs to pound it down low. If they do those two things, even though everybody else is absolutely doing garbage, I think they'll squeeze out. If they just do those two things, it'll be a 7-game series where the Lakers win. But if everybody else starts stepping up, they need to put Deion Waiters in more. Even though he's a defensive liability, they're not guarding Damian Lillard either way. Same with Kyle Kuzma. Like, if they could hit down shots, and J.R. Smith had no points. Deion Waiters had 1 minute, and they took Kyle Kuzma out after he had 4 points right off the bat in the fourth quarter. They took him out right away and didn't bring him back into I believe the 4-minute mark.
Yeah.
It was just I think Frank Vogel needs to step it up. But other than if
They need to cut down on KCP minutes.
Yeah.
He didn't hit a single field goal. He had 1 point in 29 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 0 for 9 or something like that. It was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
I think if LeBron is more aggressive in the fourth quarter, takes it on his own, and AD pounds down low, even if Frank Vogel's rotations are still off, I think they'll have it. But I get a 5 out of 10 because I believe it's a toss up right now. There's a lot of factors that go into it.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good series.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. I want, in my opinion, it's not that I hate the Lakers or anything. I just want to see Damian Lillard go far. That's my personal thing right now. I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is the end of our show for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we're signing out. Peace.
Peace out.
See ya.